I like this tile set here. Reminds me of the Game Boy. Also reminds me of Marble Madness now that I look at it. The way these slanted tiles are set up. So, okay. What are we doing here? An elevator. Is this another section like the last one? I like the music. I like that water effect too. I don't know if I've seen that before. So I'm not sure where I'm going here. Oh, music's fading out. Something is happening. No eyes to poke, though. Does it still count? Okay. Some sort of castle area? And it looks like there's probably 3 bosses here. That's a suspicious looking object. Oh, it's a torch puzzle. There we go. Man, this arrow has to put up with some shit, don't it? Okay. Oh, it moves. That's a bit concerning, ain't it? Come on. What? It's tricky to nail down these at angles here. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay. The ice better still be melted. Okay, good. That, I would not be a fan of that if that were not the case. I was scared for a moment when I saw the torches were out. Okay. What is it I want to be doing here? No? I'm pretty sure I want to be tagging the end of his tail there is the idea. In order to do that, I need to be on solid ground. But I'm a little bit confused what the rules are for when the water is deadly and when it's not. Because I think that's what's going on with the electricity, is he's just making the water deadly. Is it just when he's jumping out? Or is it right before he jumps out? Let's just hang out a bit and find out. So that didn't kill me. So maybe I was mistaken about what killed me before. Ah, I see. It's a whole separate attack. Okay. Okay, that seems a lot more doable now that I understand what's going on. It looks like he does 3 leap attacks and then he does the electricity attack, which seems pretty easy to manipulate. And what I need is I want to... Crud. I didn't want him to destroy that. More. That's good. It's just tricky to get to solid ground at the right time to shoot his tail. I mean, the quirk of this game is that once you figure out the thing that you need to figure out, that's it. It's over. You beat the thing. Ah, destroyed my ground. Thought I had it. There we go. So because of that, I feel a little bit silly making some of these observations, because it's like, okay, but do it, you know? That's the tricky part, is doing it. I might want to turn the game's volume down a bit. I had noticing I end up speaking up to speak over it, which might sound a little bit weird on the audience's end. Oh, there's somebody in chat. I'm sorry I didn't notice people in chat. I'm not used to this. 20-ish bosses. Okay. Yeah, it should at least last this one stream. I don't know how much of another one it will last, but let's see. I'm through 5 now, so if I continue at this rate, well, if I continued at exactly this rate, it would last about exactly this stream, if there's 20. But we'll see. There's got to be something here. This looks like a place where there's something. Yep. I done got lasered. Okay. I mean, I'm obviously the aggressor here, but it still feels like they react quite extremely to an arrow that bounces off of whatever stony part of them is there. Oh. Well, I think I just accidentally figured out the thing I needed to do. But this guy, you know, if he just ignored that one shot, he'd be fine. He would survive this entire game. Oh. The ice spikes kill me. I didn't realize. Oh, nuts. I guess I gotta hit him right in the teeth. It looked like one of those beams hit him at the side and didn't really get the job done. No? Okay. Crud. Hmm. Hmm. Kind of getting to be not a big fan of this fight. Oh, nuts. Oh, come on. Ooh. Come. That was scary. There we go. Oh wait, did I die? How did I die? I thought I finally won it. I'm not a fan of this fight. It takes too damn long. And it seems contrary to the principles of most of the other fights in this game, at least so far, which are supposed to be kind of one-hit kill affairs. Okay. I get the, crap. Kind of got wedged between his teeth there. I don't know. This is... eh. Wow. And it seems to just generally involve an awful lot of running around in circles. Oh. Okay, that's all it was. I was making it harder than it had to be. For some reason I was thinking I had to get all of the teeth knocked out, which it's silly now that I think about it. As I said, contrary to the philosophy of the rest of the game, so I should have guessed sooner that that was not the intended solution. And this is the third guy here. Aww. He seems so lonely. I guess I'm supposed to shoot him in the asshole. I mean, I think that's a sign. I think that right there is a sign that I'm supposed to shoot him in the asshole. The question is, what direction does he present his asshole in? I mean, that's the question going through all of our heads, I think. I'm assuming I can't just... Yeah. So here's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and do something a little bit tricky. And it's going to get me squished, but maybe I'll learn something. What? I guess the snowballs kill you if they push you against the wall? Nah, I was off. It feels like it should work, but we'll find out. First I have to do it right. I'm noticing there's a path above here too, and I don't know what that signifies. Since according to this symbol here, with 3 slots, I would think there's only 3 enemies here. I guess it could lead up to the next area. It was reaching for him. That may be too slow, but maybe not. It seems like it's going to be... The reason why I'm trying this is because it seems like it's going to be really hard to actually circle around and get the shot off, because he moves pretty fast. The more epic the music is, the funnier it is when it cuts out like that. Yeah, some of the boss music here is fairly subdued, but when it really is trying to sell the battle like that. You know, maybe I should just try and dodge around for a bit and see how this fight goes. I'm trying to seal the deal a bit too quickly here. I don't know how the icicles fall. Oh, there are big footprints there. I didn't notice that before. That's kind of cool. Though, honestly, I think his feet are bigger than those. Nuts. I tried to get under him so I could fire back at him after he landed. Not quite quick enough. He turned around instantly. And maybe that you have to do what I was trying to do before and pull the arrow back through him. It seems like that might be what they intend here. Yeah, it definitely seems like that's what they intend, because otherwise he's just not presenting enough openings. But I guess sort of an open question that's been at the back of my head for this whole thing is how quickly does the arrow have to be moving while I'm retrieving it for it to count as a damage hit? Because I feel like if I'm just like nudging it like this, it might not. I don't know. Maybe it does. Crap. I think the trick is just having it land close enough that I can use it this way. Nah, that's what I wanted to. What I want to do is kind of angle it off of him so it's closer to the wall. So these are blocked by snowballs, which is interesting. Can I... There's obviously a path there. So that's actually kind of an interesting little mystery. Doesn't seem like I'll be able to do the same thing I did with the torches before. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, I can just roll through these? Okay. My bad. Let's see what's up here. Another cave. Looks like a map of some sort, maybe. We got a little man's there at the bottom. Go up. Let's see. I don't know. Might be a map of bosses in some area. Maybe it'll make sense to me later. Okay, let's deal with this guy. I feel like this has been taking too long. Oh, okay. Apparently that's just completely not how you handle this guy. Or maybe the angle was slightly off or something. That looked like it should have been right. Oops. I can't tell, whether I just executed that wrong or whether I had the wrong idea. Ah. He must be cold. He don't give a shit. Okay. I don't want to angle against those too soon because then I'll be too close to him when he rolls. But if I wait too late, then I just get bopped against the wall. It's an easy attack to dodge if I'm not trying to set myself up to counterattack. But when I am... Oh. That was disappointing. I forgot to change the name of my stream and the game. I'm a big old dummy. Well, I'm inexperienced in the ways of Twitch streaming, so I guess it's kind of an expected growing pain, but man, update. Okay, hopefully I'll remember to do that in a more timely fashion in the future, because I've streamed for about an hour with the wrong game and the wrong title. Do those target me, or are they just random? It bothers me slightly if there's just like a randomized element that can kill you. I don't know. This is the first guy who's given me any serious trouble here. I'm not sure what their intended solution is. I mean, I could just try and... I probably should be trying to do this in a straightforward way more. I can't even tell what went wrong there. Did I not hit him, or did he turn around just in time? I feel like this is maybe... I don't know. I mean, it's going to sound kind of whiny. It feels like there's something not super well designed here in that I'm having a hard time telling why the things I'm doing aren't working. I'm finding it hard to tell if the way he faces when he lands is based on where I am or the direction he hit the wall from. And I'm finding it hard to tell whether when something isn't connecting, it's because he turns around or because it's not the thing I'm supposed to do. Because he just turns around instantly, you know? So unless I go frame by frame, I don't know whether I'm hitting him when his back is turned or not. I don't know. If this keeps on like this, maybe I'll move on to another boss and revisit this guy later. I don't understand also what the exact role of those icicles is supposed to be in the fight. Because it doesn't seem like there's something you're really supposed to dodge, because you can't really see where they're coming from. And they kind of block your mobility, but not enough to make a big difference most of the time. I don't know, maybe there's something obvious I'm missing here. Well, that's part of the frustration, is I can't tell if there's something obvious I'm missing, or whether it's just me not executing something I'm supposed to be doing right. And whenever I mess up, that's usually it, so I don't get to try more than one thing per battle here. And usually not even one thing. Apparently the fire zone is something to watch out for. Yeah. I mean, it's a tricky balance when you're designing a game, whether to make something, well, harder and easier is just one vector of it, but how much to signal the right thing to do, and whether that signal will be received or not. And, you know, when you have a design principle like this, where it's like, oh, either you get the hit and win, or you get hit and lose, that raises the stakes for the game design so much. Like, if this was a different kind of game, you know, these frustrations would not exist. Probably. I'd probably figure out exactly what I was supposed to do by now, because I'd be able to try a lot more things. So they set the stakes so high with their design that it amplifies any, like, all the little frustrations, which is something I was concerned about when I saw footage of the game. I was wondering how big an issue that would be. And sort of the answer I'm coming up on playing it is somewhat, you know. It's they did well with it, with that restraint. But it's just a big order. Ah, that's okay. So apparently he's slower to turn around on the third attack. Yeah, the walk back, like, I'm hoping that they don't get much further than this, because this is a pretty short walk here. And it seems like they were cognizant of that worry. I mean, in Hyper Light Drifter, which is a similar game in a lot of ways, you usually just need to walk back from the beginning of the room, but even then, like, it gets to be a drag, for especially for the really hard rooms. And this is nothing but really hard rooms, basically. Ah, crud. I mean, even at the tiniest delay, suffered over and over again, gets really frustrating. Okay, yeah, there we go. I was too impatient with the fight. I keep on looking for ways to settle the fight quickly and easily, and that leads me to miss longer term vulnerabilities like that. Like, you know, I kept on trying to seal that battle after his first attack, and it's just not designed that way. It's designed for you to let him do 3 attacks. But there's no visual difference for that third attack. Like, I don't know until I see him take a second longer to recover that there's a difference there. Which, it's funny because the reason why that still kind of works is because it's such a design convention for games to have that 3 attack pattern, like 3 attacks and then the boss is vulnerable. But if you disregard that convention, it's extremely counterintuitive.